And our history as Uganda is unique. The history of Uganda Police Force is unique. The communities and the community needs are unique, and the expectations are equally unique. But we as police are supposed to meet those uniqueness and work to its perfection. That is the ideal. Many times we look towards achieving all those uniquenesses and meeting them. I would want to appreciate the team for all the presentations. The department I work in, I want to make emphasis on that specifically. But before I make emphasis on the department I work in that deals with family, and which family many times have mental related issues that we may be able to detect, but at times we are not able to detect due to one reason or the other. The Uganda Police Force has core mandates, and it is from that core mandate that the Department of Child and Family was created, which has a core mandate of protecting families for a safe and secure society, to support socio-economic development. The end state is socio-economic development. What categories of people do we interface with, or what services do we do as child and family? We do mediation, counseling, we do prosecution. We also follow through cases and to their logical prosecution. We do referrals, referral of these cases in case they are conflict related, mental related. We do referrals. We do awareness raising, specifically on gender-based violence, violence against children, mental related issues. We do liaison with other ministries, departments and agencies, partners, NGOs. We also do a lot of identifying, reuniting and uniting children depending on what circumstances they go through. One of the biggest roles that our child and family does that is underscored: whenever children run away from their families, sometimes they walk away or run away. They are picked somewhere and we see them running on social media, isn't it? Yes, they run on social media, they were abandoned child, lost child. The first contact person is the police, and especially the child and family protection officer, a child protection officer. We pick up these children, they definitely end at the police station. The police station is the last place a child should always go, because it is not a pleasant place, isn't it? Just ask yourself, if a police officer called you, what would be the first thing that rings in your mind? What have I done? Isn't it? This time round, what have I done? So imagine this innocent child at the police station. A police station, an adult fears. So this child finds themselves there 1-2 days as we find where to refer this child. Normally, this child lives with us. At times, for the stations that have shelters, the previous speaker said these shelters have been done by partners that have supported the police. We want to appreciate all the partners here and the partners out there. They've stepped in for us. But where there are no shelters, we find these children through the probation officers. They find themselves living with fit persons in the communities, or at times even our officers have gone ahead to keep these children. But unfortunately, at times when our officers keep these children, they may become vulnerable. There are negative instances where even the protection officer may become the abuser. True or false? So we discourage that. We would want them to go to a safe place. Which categories of people we deal with? We deal with conflicting relationships. Remember, the officer may also be in a conflicting relationship, but they are supposed to deal with the conflicting relationship themselves. We deal with conflicting spouses. We deal with conflicting children and parents. A child who is not comfortable or who thinks otherwise of what the parents are doing or telling them to do. We deal with, the other one is conflicting, but at the worst stage we deal with violent spouses. Conflict may be different from violence. The conflict is actually inevitable. but violence is not. I mean, violence is evitable, but conflict is inevitable. Most times we conflict. We also deal with violated children whose rights are violated. We deal with conflicting spouses and their relatives. Those are third parties in a relationship. You can find a wife has issues with the in-laws. A husband has issues with the in-laws. At the end of it all, we find ourselves mixed in that. So we find issues with balancing what the community expects, what the complaining person expects, what the law says, what is right and lawful.